All right, y'all, we're hopping on today to get some of y'all Dragon Ball hot takes because you know what? I just want to get on the internet and get mad. That's all there is to it. So without further ado, let's see what some people online are sitting here talking about, man. And these are coming from even a couple years back. Nah, okay, let me see what we got here. So starting off, Buu arc Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is likely not weaker than Battle of the Gods Super Saiyan Goku. So as Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from back in the Buu arc would be putting hands on Battle of the Gods Goku. Man, I don't know. See, y'all be killing me in the power scaling community because he might be spitting, right? I don't. All Goku said was fusion probably wouldn't be enough to beat Beerus, and he'd be right. But Super Saiyan God was also nowhere near enough. That's hard, bro, because looking back at the fusions, even back in the Buu saga and everything, they're like broken, right? Like they're extra broken, but you don't even get to see completely what it can do because it's low key Akira Toriyama's in his gag manga bag at that point, right? So you don't even really know completely, like, if he was in full sweat or try hard mode, how hard Vegeta would be able to go in. It's almost like that with like Mystic Gohan, right? Where we like know he's OD, but like how OD kind of thing. I'm gonna have to sit on. He might be spitting, bro. I don't know. All right, this should be a hot take because it's a straight up fact, but somehow this forum denies it. Oh, he's heated. He's been getting in debates about people for a hot second. Infinite Zamasu remains the second most powerful being who was ever created in the Dragon Ball cosmos. He was literally consuming the entire space-time continuum, devouring it and absorbing it into his being. And there's no evidence that the Grand Priest can deal with him. Absolutely no evidence. Man, I mean, this fella already looked like a Zamasu glazer, but I mean, kind of spitting as much as y'all like. Super for me is all like and then I hate it because that arc specifically with like Trunks and Zamasu, I feel like that there was so much there that could have been explored, but just wasn't. But when you're talking about power level wise, he's OD, bro. Like they literally had to break the rules to beat this man. They had to do some time travel shenanigans, and they had to literally like call in like the button, right? They had to hit the big red button and have the little Xenos come in and be like, no, we gotta chalk this whole universe because it's got out of control. He really might be. I don't know if that is a hot take, right? Because he might be spitting. I don't know if that's a hot take because Zamasu is he's kind of broke, buddy. I don't know if that is a hot take. He might be on to something here. All right, what's this guy saying? Goku should have killed Chi-Chi. Man, what? He should have killed her. we got the meme happening. Why my man's gonna kill his lady? What you talking about? There might have been some times where Chi-Chi should have killed him low key, but I don't know. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got a laundry list. This guy's got some qualms. He's got some things to say. So one, Goku did nothing wrong in the Cell games. Gohan was action out of character there. Man, what? I don't know what that second part means, but Goku did nothing wrong in the Cell games. Man, that's a debate as old as time too, right? We're talking the Senzu beam thing and the putting Gohan as the ringer thing as well. I mean, you can see where he's coming from, right? Because from Goku's perspective, he knows how strong Gohan is and is giving him the chance to really like unlock his potential, right? And then show everybody else that he's got what it takes to chalk and become like the new successor and all that. So from that standpoint, like I get you, but at the same time, we had this debate about what kind of pops the homie is and everything too, right? What kind of pops Goku is. And this was also at a point where he was pretty blind to the fact that even though Gohan got that dog in him, he don't got that dog in him, right? Like he does and he doesn't. Like it's there, but he don't want it to be there. It's not just something where he's trying to be that guy. Goku was still in his you're my son. I communicate through fighting. Go out there and show him how Saiyans be putting hands on folks' bag, until he got snapped out of it with that realization of seeing his son get bent over Cell's knee and Piccolo being in his ear like, what the hell are you doing to my son? So yeah, I don't know. That is kind of a hot take. He knew that was going to get some people pissed off. Solid hot take. That was pretty good. Future Gohan is overrated and garbage. Crazy. Overrated? Don't talk about Future Gohan, one of my personal favorite characters. I love that guy. Mirai Gohan. I mean, it depends on if you're talking about power level. All right, bro. Yeah, like nobody's out here. Maybe they are, but I'm not out here saying that Mirai Gohan is anywhere on this tier list when we're talking about power, or just like, we know he ain't that guy. He got chalked by an energy wave volley by the androids, and the androids wasn't even like the goated like the ones in the other timeline and everything. So like, we know, but at the same time, if you like, look at what Mirai Gohan was up against. My man got one arm out here. He got one arm. He didn't get to training camp with his pops. Everybody else is dead. The world's on his shoulders, and he's been fighting for years, bro. Like, how you gonna? Nah, he's the GOAT, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Overrated? No, we don't appreciate Mirai Gohan slander over here. Let's move on. Cell Games Gohan is overrated. This bro just trying to piss people off, dude. Don't talk about Cell Games Gohan. Godlike, my man got on the cape. He got on his stepdad's fit and everything, man. He's nah, Cell Games. This is not even like a power level thing, man. I like it from of course, you got the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, right? Like, that's the goated moment that sticks out in everybody's mind. But also, there's so much character growth for Gohan during this point too, man, where he like really gets to know his dad in a bigger way, and that talk with 16 helping him understand that like sometimes you really do just got to put hands on folks, right? He was coming from this place of like fearing his power and seeing it as a bad thing. And so even from a character growth standpoint, I like what happens to Gohan during this arc, and watching him grow. Cell Games Gohan's overrated. I don't know if this dude's spitting. Y'all tell me. Y'all think he's spitting? It is what it is. But do I think he's spitting? I don't know, bro. Fat Boo's best boo? Is that a hot take? I don't know. Fat Boo's godlike. Fat Boo's sick. When he was in his relationship bag with Hercule, he's hilarious too. Fat Boo's goated. He's so sick. Low key, all the versions of Boo are hilarious though. Like, whether it be Super Boo, Boo Tanks, like, or Gohan Absorb Boo, they're all mad funny. They all just, they're comedians, bro. They all talk straight trash. Kid Boo's on Garbage Time. I don't know, bro. Is he the best one? I got a soft spot for Gohan Absorb Boo. I'm gonna have to sit on that one, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna say best, but Fat Boo is goated. Bobby Saga, damn, Bobby Saga, Bobby Hill. That's what we're doing. Bobby Saga in GT is no different than any Z movie. Overrated. Do people mess with Bob like the baby Saga? Bro, you had me. I was struggling. You had my brain buffering there for a second. So the baby Saga in GT. Yeah, I know for a lot of people, they say that that's their favorite one out of GT and everything, right? It ain't bad. Baby Vegeta kind of has like a cool design, but is it no different than any Z movie? I think it's a little bit more involved than like the Z movies and everything, man, because low key, like the Z movie storylines be kind of basura, bro. Like they're not super good. They're literally just an excuse to watch Goku pull out a fake transformation, rip off his shirt, and throw some hands. And I'm not mad at it, right? Like that's sick to me. But I don't know if I'm gonna say if it's overrated. Seems strong, because I don't know if people like it like that. Do y'all, man? I don't know. Y'all GT heads rise up, bro. Tell me in the comments, do people really be glazing it like that? Because I think that people talk about it as like one of their favorites, but overrated seems like a pretty strong statement, right? How about I dislike the ending of the anime Tournament of Power. It simply doesn't fit no matter how you view it, especially since the story didn't end. Don't like the I don't know. I kind of mess with it. I like the whole Goku and Frieza team up deal, like what it represented symbolically about like that universe's. Because like if you're looking at it from like a story and like a symbolism standpoint kind of thing, right? It represents like that was Universe 7's, right? Universe 7's like main strength. It was the teamwork, the power of Goku to bring all of these different forces together, whether it be friend and foe alike, his worst enemy, like the person that he potentially hated the most in his heart, even though Goku don't really be thinking about most folks like that, but the person that he would have every reason to distrust and hate the most, that ability to come together to take on like the absolute force of nature that is Jiren. When you look at it from that standpoint of what it was doing like thematically and everything, that's actually mad cool to me. I think that's sick. I wonder what he didn't like about it. But he's gonna have to expand on that, because you already know, man, I'm a super hater low key. Not really. It's more nuanced than that, but y'all know that like it never been something where I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite. But I'm wondering what it is that homie didn't like about it. I don't know. Broly movie's overrated. It only got animation going for it. Nah, hot take, but the Basuda take right here. No way. Broly movie to me, like it wasn't even just the animation. It's like a horror movie, low key, right? Y'all go back and watch the original Broly movie. That shit's a horror movie, big dog. Like when he gets there and Broly shows up, he's got his like crazy ass like transformation scene, and bro, he's scary. Like it's not about throwing hands with Broly, it's about surviving Broly. Like you don't go in here, you're not boxing this thing, dude. You're not boxing this demon. Yeah, this is a Broly Glaze session, but you don't survive Broly, bro. You survive, bro. You don't beat Broly. Like that whole movie is about them coming to grips with the fact that like we really cannot box cuz. Like he is out of his mind. We're all working together. I'm in the prime of my life, and that's Vegeta Dookie in his trousers. The whole film is crazy, just the way that they managed to portray how overwhelming of a force Z Broly is. And I think that's what the movie has going for it, is that it's not even just about like the craziness of the animation. It's just the very way that they characterize him, the way that the movie explores what this creature that is Broly is. Not overrated. It's underrated, bro. Put Z Broly back up there. What's this fella talking about? Goku's character development in the original manga is underrated. Yeah, I could say that, because especially here in the West, y'all know we be frauds out here, bro. People don't be messing with Dragon Ball like they should. And going back into both the manga and the anime, and just watching these little moments of growth for Goku through his interactions with Bulma, his interactions with Krillin and Roshi, and watching him not only grow in like power level, but like as a person, right? He goes from this like feral little YN, young Ningen, into the Goku that we know today, man. That's like a decent person that has some values behind why he's throwing hands, and not saying that ally to good, nightmare to you. Not going through our full Western interpretation, but his experiences with all these other characters really do help him grow in a huge way past the power level and power scaling type stuff. So you know what, low key, yeah, like it is underrated. Vegeta is a bigger joke than Yamcha. Dude got only empty hype going for him. That's wild. Vegeta slander. Empty hype is crazy. Dude only got empty hype going for him. Saying that the appeal of Vegeta is empty hype is actually gonna make so many people mad. That's a hot take, because people love that man for he's got one of what's considered the most complex character arcs right through Z, with just watching him go from this war crime committing gremlin, no child support paying, like just absolute piece of trash throughout the Saiyan and the Namek saga, into a savior, man, into somebody that's looking at all of his shortcomings, dang, no pun intended, all of the just the regrets that he has, and the ego, and being able to put that stuff to the side and become a different kind of person. And this fella just said it's all empty hype. That's nuts, bro. He's a bigger joke than Yamcha. Now, don't get me wrong, like Vegeta do got some L's on him, bro. Like his track record, when you're talking about just raw stats, he looking kind of, he looking kind of like, what's that basketball meme? Outstanding. He's looking kind of washed in some aspects. I apologize, y'all. Y'all hear my dogs barking, man. We got the little people getting ready to come home from school, so we're probably gonna be getting ready to end this video up here shortly. But is there any last hot take I want to go on before we get moving here? Super Saiyan God likely isn't trillions of times stronger than 3, at least not anymore, especially with the introduction of Super Saiyan Blue and how easily 17 caught up with it via training. Bro, this is my problem with another problem I got with Super, is that like the power scaling on Super Saiyan Blue seems so inconsistent, because you got people boxing Goku and Vegeta in Blue that I'm like, why are they able to box here? Like, we're talking about people that have just assimilated to the level of the gods, and like they're just out here getting like their huevos handed to them by like these absolute jobbers sometimes. And I'll see this and like in my head I have to do like the head canon of like, oh well, even though they're in Blue right now, they're still holding back. But like even with that level of power, I'm like, how is it even that they're able to like sit in the same vicinity and be in the same room with this person, and let alone throw hands with them and box? I don't know, bro. That's one of, like, this guy could be spitting. I think that's just an issue with consistency when it comes to Super, and just like the power scaling on Super Saiyan Blue. It leaves a lot to be desired, bro. That's all I can really say about it. All right, then one more. Rage Vegeta only surpassed Super Saiyan 3 Goku, not Vegeta. Man, what? Like, are you talking Rage Vegeta? Bro, what's Rage Vegeta? I'm a fraud. Like, we're not talking about Ultra Ego. Rage Vegeta, are we talking about like when, like, my Bulma, like that moment with Beerus? Is that Rage Vegeta what we're talking about? Man, I don't know, bro. Y'all getting me too in the weeds. You know what? This is where we're gonna end off. Homies, I appreciate y'all coming for this ride. If y'all want to do another hot take session, let me know, but leave me some in the comments, right? If you want to see me do another video, I want y'all to leave me some of y'all craziest Dragon Ball hot takes in the comments, and if I get enough of them, we'll sit down and do another video so we can spit and talk about some of this stuff, because this is just old like forum stuff from a couple years ago, so I know there's been even more stuff that's popped up that's going to have me looking at me, and especially in this community, y'all wild low-key, so y'all can do better. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one, man. As always, check out the channel memberships, exclusive videos, hanging out with some cool people, early access to the new stuff. But I appreciate everybody within the community big time, man. Y'all are amazing to chop it up with. Be cool, and I'll see you again in the next video.